Hi, angels. I wanted to share something with you that I know a lot of mums and a lot of women go through. We want to protect everyone. We want to help everyone. We want to fix everything. We want to save all those loved ones around us. And sometimes the best thing you can do is to step back and remove yourself from the situation and learn how to protect your energy and give your loved ones their power back, and in turn take your power back. So I'm going to share something that has come up for me, how I processed it, how I healed it, and a beautiful little healing process that you can do just in 4 simple steps that will just help you to really help your loved ones, my friends. Let's dive in. Good morning, angels. I hope you guys are feeling amazing, having a beautiful day, about to step into a beautiful day. Look, I'm just going to get straight into it, okay, this morning. I want to share something with you that has been coming up for me, that I've been sitting with a little bit lately. And I know as mothers and as caregivers, we just have this need or this inner desire that we just want to help everybody. We want to save everybody. We want to protect everybody from getting hurt. And sometimes the best thing that we can do is actually step back a little bit from the situation. So let me share with you what's been going on. I have found that, and I know some of you women might relate. So I had a big fight with my husband the other night, right? A big argument. And he has said to me, and my kids have said to me, so I'm taking this on board as we speak, right? As I share with you. And by the way, like, I don't have any notes on this. I'm just sharing what comes through from the heart. So I'm just going to roll with it, okay, and see how this plays out. But my kids have said to me, and my husband has said to me, because I'm in a job where I'm teaching, I'm guiding. I get a lot of spiritual inspiration. I've really learned so many tools because I have thrown myself in to I want to better myself. I want to learn. I want to empower more women. I want to help raise the collective energy. I want you to feel more empowered, confident, like and just to take exquisite care of yourself. And I just really love helping and sharing and inspiring and motivating. That's just what I've done for a long time, and I love it, right? And I had this has come up for me a few times where my husband has said to me, you know, like, you're not my teacher, you're not here to fix me. Or my kids, like Riley has said to me, you know, like, Mum, I just want you to listen. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I just want you to listen. And I've had to really take that on board lately, and it hurts, right? Like it definitely hurts when you kind of feel like you just want to protect your loved ones and you want to stop them from getting hurt. Or you can see, you know how sometimes as a mum, you can like see a situation about to unfold, like you see this higher perspective, and you kind of feel, because intuitively, like women, if we all have such an insane intuitive psychic ability. It can be blocked by a lot of distractions, a lot of lack of self-belief, but we've all got this innate ability. So sometimes you might sense it where you can kind of, it's like you're on the outside looking in, right? And you can see a situation playing out, or you can see how it's gonna unfold, and you just wanna rush in and just help them and just protect them and stop them from getting hurt and like fix the situation. Give them some wisdom, like tell them things that you've been doing that have helped you, and you just want to be the savior, right? And sometimes they don't want to hear that. That's not what they want. And I am still learning this the hard way. It's like the universe is just kind of keep giving me situations going like, do you not get the point yet? Like, you need to back off. So anyway, I had a big argument with my husband the other just a couple of nights ago, and I've been sitting with this. It's a full moon at the time I'm recording too. Like, the energy is heightened, and what I'm finding at the moment is a lot of past stuff is resurfacing for people. A lot of past limiting beliefs or blocks or situations that we maybe haven't moved forward from, maybe haven't got the lesson from, maybe are still coming to grips with, are resurfacing again. And this is exactly what has happened for me. Anyway, Tom's had a big year, and I don't like to go into too much of his stuff because it's personal. I'm open to sharing what goes on with me, but he's had we've had a lot of changes in our family unit in the last 12 months, and some things have been playing out, and I can look down and I can see that these are all signs from the universe to like push him in the way that he's meant to go, because you know how our partners sometimes, like they're the breadwinner, they're the provider, and they take the pressure on this role, but sometimes they might be showing up to a job that they're really not happy in, or they might be, not finding time for themselves, which is what I'm referring to with my husband. Like, he is just so busy taking care of everybody else, feeling, like he's always done. They just kind of take that leadership responsibility in the household that I'm just noticing that he's not doing enough stuff for himself, in terms of looking after himself, in terms of joy, doing the things that light him up, because he's been working so hard on renovating this house, like working so hard in his business, working so hard. And I can just see, and you might relate, or you might know their own habits, but like I had a fight with him the other night, and I'm like, babe, I can just see that, like what you're doing is not serving you. You're, disconnecting of a nighttime to de-stress, to unwind. You might have a couple of glasses of wine, and you've let all, and watch the TV or something too, because like he said, he goes, my mind stops thinking when I'm doing that. And I know that is how a lot of people cope, how a lot of people release or let go, or it just gives them a way to just disconnect, right? Just to switch off, so that they just don't have to think about what's going on at the moment, and they can just take a moment to just breathe and find that little bit of a zone of disconnection. And I know that it can be a big distraction. People can throw themselves into all sorts of things to distract themselves, to numb themselves, to, I guess, just ease that pressure that people feel, or that stress, or that tension, or that anxiety. It helps them just to release that. So I fully understand that. And I'm like, what happened to all your good habits? The things that you used to do. You used to exercise a lot more. You used to take care of yourself. You used to read a lot more personal development books, or do, I was gonna say meditation, but no, he doesn't do a lot of meditation. That's coming. But books and audios, that's it, podcasts, you used to do a lot of that, and you've just given it all up because you've just been under so much pressure. And I, we had an argument about that, and I actually lost it, and I went like, I am just done being your mother. I can only tell you so much. And because we spoke about, like I said, I love my spiritual rituals, or, I really enjoy getting up early, and I make time for these things, because it's easy for people to say, I don't have time. I'm like, just don't give me that BS excuse. Like, everybody has got time to do the things that they value. I said, I get up at 4, this doesn't go down well, by the way. I get up at 4:30 to go and do the things that I love, because it makes me feel good. And I said to him, I said, but that's my thing, like, you have to find what I'm not telling you to do, what I'm doing. You have to find what makes you feel good. You have to do what lights you up. You have to find your thing. And I'm not going to suggest things anymore. I'm done. Like, I'm not your teacher. I'm not your mother. I'm done. Like, I'm just done. Sort your shit out, basically. And because I just, you just love someone so much. You want the best for them. You want to do so much for them, but we can't, right? We can't. People have to find their way. And this can go for not just a partner, okay? This can go for maybe family members, maybe, it could be a parent that you're looking after that is not, another example I've seen, like, my grandmother, who, I know that she, and my parents know that she could move her body so much more and get up and gently, exercise and walk around a little bit more, just helping her with her mobility. And I said this to my parents the other day. I said, we just have to stop, like, we can tell her all that we want, but it's her life, it's her body. We don't understand. We don't know what it's like to be in an 84-year-old body. We don't know the stage that her soul is going through. We just have to back off and just accept where she is. We can still give guidance, we can still care, we can still love, but we just have to take a step back. So it could be like somebody, a family member that you love. It could be a child, especially if you've got, especially when they're little sometimes, and you just want to stop and protect them from falling over and getting hurt. Or it could be like older children, where you can just see that they're going to make mistakes, or you can see that they maybe need a little bit more guidance. And we can talk all we want, and what ends up happening is they just shut their ears, right? They just go, I just I don't want to hear it anymore. You sound like a broken record. And as a mum, sometimes we just need to step back and go, they're on their own soul journey, and they need to figure stuff out. And I have had conversations with my kids where over the years, and whereas my daughter's turned around and said, Mum, I just need to figure this stuff out on my own. And I'm like, okay, you've been listening to what I've been teaching. And that's right. Sometimes we just need to step back and let them sort out their stuff. Let them make the mistakes. Let them be guided by, all we can do is equip them to trust their intuition, to trust in themselves, to trust in their signs, their synchronicities, to have know that they can come to us, any of our family members, any of our loved ones, any of our friends, that they can come to us when they need to. But we need to step back a little bit and let them make the mistakes and let them figure stuff out. And because that's the growth journey, right? Like, we've gone through it, so why don't they get the experience of going through it themselves too? They have to go through the challenges, because it's where we grow, it's where we get empowered, it's where we get stronger, it's where we get our confidence from, is doing this stuff ourselves. It could even be, like, I've even had instances, like you can take on a lot of people's stuff, where I've got like a really close friend going through chemotherapy and going through a real challenge, and you just want to take away all the pain. And I'm such an empath, and I just go away. Sometimes I cry, or I feel so much, and you just want to support the family so much. And I had a conversation with my amazing massage therapist, Jen, yesterday. So this is all coming up in the last couple of days, right? And she said to me, she said, Lise, like, are you protecting your energy? And I'm like, yeah, of course, I teach this stuff, like, I'm always saging, protecting my energy. She goes, no, are you really protecting your energy, or are you taking a lot of this stuff to heart? Are you taking a lot of people's stuff on? Are you carrying their emotion? Are you thinking about it constantly? That is not healthy for you, and that is going to lead to, it can lead to disease. It can lead to stress, to burnout, to exhaustion. And then what good are you for anybody? You have to step back and understand that that's their journey. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's right. There's been certain ways. Yes, I do protect a lot of I've learned to really protect my energy, because I'm working with people all the time. I'm an empath. I take on so much stuff. But then I thought about it and thought, I give of myself so much. And I know you do too. We give of ourselves so much that we just want to take away so much pain from people. And we need to really step back and go, this is their journey. We can be there to catch them. We can be there to love on them. We can be there to be that sounding board, to listen to them, to just help out with gestures, do all these things. But we need to protect our energy. And this is not in a selfish way. This is in a way of, when you protect your energy, you prevent yourself from having that mental overload, having the breakdown, finding yourself in an exhausted heap, finding yourself sick or run down or anxious or stressed, because we're no good to anybody that way, like, we're no good to ourselves, and we're no good to anybody else. Like they say, like, you've got to put your oxygen mask on first so that you can help other people. So all this has been coming up for me lately, and I had I've been doing a lot of activations, because it's really funny. It's interesting. I said to my, one of my closest friends, Kira, she's psychic medium, spiritual coach, mentor, and she said, Lisa, are you actually receiving? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, like, I know you do a lot of your own meditations, and I know you do a lot of your own spiritual practices. She goes, but I've got these free, these free activations. Are you doing them? There's people that I follow that I do their meditations, or I do their activations, or I listen to them and get guidance from them. What are you doing for yourself? And it dawned on me. I said, no, I'm not. Like, I'm actually not, because I feel like I need to do these things myself. I feel like for me to be the teacher, for me to be the leader, I got to figure stuff out, and I learn and I teach from that experience. And she said, yeah, like, that's all well and good, but Lise, you need to actually receive these offerings yourself. So I have spent the last week, just every day for the month of January, she's doing a free activation. You can find it on YouTube. I'll attach the link. And so I've been doing these things, and I feel so much lighter. Like, it's like she's helped me so much, and it made me realize how much, as mothers, as caregivers, as teachers, as whatever role that you do, we need to receive. We don't have to be the fixer, the doer, the like the lifesaver all the time. We need to be able to open ourselves up to receive as well. So I've been doing her activations, and because I would do my own meditations, I would go on like my own visions. Often I go on my own like kind of visionary journey and get out of it what I need. I pull my own oracle cards, I do my practice in class. And I went, okay, I'm going to sit with this. And there was a journey that she did. I can't remember which one it was, a full moon activation. There was a couple. I've done a week's worth. They're amazing. And this is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share with you anyway, because the weird barrier is just gone for me now. I just don't care anymore. I just tell you what comes up. So I did this meditation for her, and I've really, a lot of time when I go into some kind of meditation or visualization, I feel like my soul connects from my body. I feel like my soul, my highest self, gets all the wisdom, the guidance that it needs, and then integrates it with my physical body. I take the lessons, I hear the teachings, I hear the wisdom, I hear the messages, the kick up the butts that I need, and then I integrate it. Then I listen and I put it into action, or sometimes I just sit there and take it all on and receive it. So in my vision, so we've moved to this little home we're renovating, this coastal home on the water. We've got a long jetty out to the broad water with this most beautiful, big, expansive sunrise view. So often in my meditation, it's like my jetty is like a springboard where I kind of step out of this 3D world that I'm in, and I soar, right? I soar and I go and meet with my guides, my higher self, my angels, and get whatever guidance or messages that I need, right? So I just use this visualization. That's just what's coming up for me. That'll probably change down the track, but that's the visualization that comes up for me. So I found myself the other day, and it's also for me, it's like a quantum leap. It also kind of symbolizes like that bit of quantum leap. Sometimes people visualize jumping off a cliff, or walking through a path and opening a door, or going down a staircase into the space, like into that meditation space, into that space where they connect with their spiritual essence, with their spiritual guidance. For me, I feel like I'm quantum leaping, kind of jumping off my jetty, going up to ascend and to take wisdom and then bring it back down into my earthly body. It's like the earthy angels, right? That's a big foundation of my earthy angels brand, is integrating heaven and earth, is integrating spirit and physical, is bringing them both together for this life experience. So as I have started my visualization and I am about to kind of launch off my jetty up into the heavens on the sunrise, up to the clouds, wherever I kind of go, I felt like all of a sudden a stop, and I felt like I had these bags of sandbags or like weights or chains attached to my feet. And I turned, this sounds really weird, I know, okay, right? But I looked down, and I can't help what comes up. This is just what comes up for me, right? I'm just telling you how it is, because I don't have any control. And I looked down, and it's like I could see loved ones, like my husband, for instance, hands around my feet, like kind of hanging on to dear life. And my first instinct was just to kick him off. Like, when you put your foot on someone's head and push them down. This sounds so bad now that I say it out loud. But when you can feel like this heaviness of people weighing you down, and it's not intentional. It's not that they're trying to drag you down to their level. It's just sometimes you just feel a bit overwhelmed, or you feel a bit like, it's like when a friend like dumps their baggage on you, and sometimes you just feel like there's this heaviness, and you go, that's good, I'm here for you, I love you, I'm here for you, but I just need to just break free from that a little bit. I need to come up for air, kind of thing. We all go through it, okay? So this visualization sounds so harsh, but this is what happened. And so my first thought was, like I said, like I just need to release all this weight that is I'm feeling. and this heaviness that I'm feeling. But then I'm like, oh my God, that's awful, like that's so awful. And so like I reached down and I grabbed his hand, and I haven't told Tom this story. I might, I don't know. I'll see. He'll be like, oh my God, you're like on another planet. And I reached down and I held his hand and I said, like, sorry, I love you. Like, I am here for you. I am, like we are in this soul place, like we're in this earthly place to experience marriage together. And I kind of just had this vision of like our souls holding hands, like just in a beautiful, loving embrace. I said, this is, like, this is us. We're together, babe. Like this is us. But I just need to go for a moment and catch my breath. I just need to go and spread my wings and do what I need to do. And I will be back. Like, I love you. I'm here for you, but you just need to let me go for a moment. And then I kind of just felt like I just soared. I just kind of soared up into meet with my higher self, get the guidance, get the wisdom that I needed. And a lot of that guidance and the wisdom that come through for me in that moment was, you need to detach. Like, you need to, it's not like you're detaching. It's not like you're cutting off from your loved ones, like you're there in this human experience to have these relationships with people, to love, to laugh, to feel what it feels like to be in these amazing relationships, to share challenges, to share sorrows, to have these beautiful adventures, experiences, like being together, embracing and loving on someone. We're here to have all of those experiences, but we're also here on our own soul journey. You, me, our partners, our kids, everyone is here on their own soul journey. And the more that we can learn to discover that soul connection with us, discover our purpose, discover what we're here to experience, and accept that they are too, the more it kind of frees you, the more it helps you understand that I can love them, I can be there for them, I can care for them, but I'm not taking on everything. I'm protecting myself. I'm not taking on all the baggage of what my kids are going through and what my friends are going through, what's happening at work, what my partner is going through, what, my loved ones are going through. I love them, I care for them, and I am here for you, but you're here on your own soul journey as well. And none of us we don't have control over what people are here to learn. We don't know what their souls have been through in the past and what they're here to learn in this life experience. So sometimes we just need to step back, and it's about letting go of control. It's about letting go of the reins. So in that visualization for me, it was just letting go of control, letting go of the weight, and freeing myself, and in the same time freeing them. Because when you step back, and you can maybe even say to your partner, because this is what I have come to understand, like, I've gone through challenges, we've all gone through challenges, we've all gone through growth periods. And like I've said to myself, and I say to my members, and I say to, like I said to my husband, I said, look, life happens for you. It's not happening to you. These things that are happening, they're here to push you in the direction where you need to go, but you need to follow your breadcrumbs. You need to follow and learn to listen to your signs. You need to figure it out as well. But that's the key, right? Is life is happening for us to grow, to evolve, to learn the lessons we're here to learn. We grow from challenges. They're not here to keep us stuck. They are if you let them, but you're here to learn. Like, I'm here to learn whatever lessons and the life experiences are meant for us. So I'm reading an amazing book at the moment. I've been studying this book, so I probably spoke about it on a few episodes, which is The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And this book really talks about our own soul journey and how challenges shape us. And that's what we have to understand too. As much as it's hard to watch people go through these things, we don't know their life journey. We don't know their lessons. We don't know what they're here to experience. Our kids, our partners, our loved ones, we have to step back and we have to let them go. And it can be really, really hard. I know when all of this come up, I know that I was feeling quite, I guess you would say, feeling I needed to release. So after this visualization come up, two things happened. There's a card that I pulled, which I'm going to share with you as I wrap this episode up. And I pulled my sage. I got out my sage and I cleansed myself of any energies. I cleansed myself of carrying a lot of people's stuff. I cleansed myself of letting go of my own fears, limiting beliefs, blocks, like all the things that I've spoken about. I went, okay, I need to let that go for me to grow as well, and for me to teach other people to grow. And I come in, I sage my house, I sage my bedroom, wherever, like my husband's kind of areas. I'm like, I let go of any darkness. I let go of any heaviness. I help him release, help him find the light, help him find more love, help him find more confidence, help him find more joy, whatever it is. I'm just surrendering it over. I'm cleansing, I'm clearing any of these heavy negative energies out, getting rid of them, and just inviting love and light and supporting loving angels, whatever you want to say, into our home, into our space, into our energy field. And then a funny couple of things happened. Like I noticed a lightness in his energy. I noticed it's like he flicked a switch. Like I noticed a little bit of, he was so, soft and kind, even though we had this big fight the night before, he was like this morning after I'd gone through all these spiritual practices, he's come and given me this beautiful big hug, told me how much like he loves me and have a good day. It was just so nice. And, he's just been really lighter, different, some things that were playing out for him that were getting him a little bit down or stuck at work. It's like they've kind of shifted and things that he wanted to happen are happening. I can't explain it. Like it just helps. Like it's like I've got my power back and I've given him his power. And the same thing goes for you. When you step back a little bit and you get your power back and you say, I'm here for you, I love you, but I hand this over to you. You need to sort this out. You can do this energetically. You do not have to tell them, right? You can write about it. You can journal about it. You can do whatever you need to do. It's like you just feel this freedom and you give them their freedom. Their soul is meant to be here for certain things to learn, to discover, and you give them their power back to help them along the way. And I had to realize that I just need to be here as the mum to have this amazing experience with them, but to just surrender control, right? And I pulled this card, which I'm just going to share with you. This is the last thing. I pulled this card, which was, I've got this beautiful deck, the Earth Warrior Oracle card deck, and it's the immeasurable power of the heart way. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, the heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. So I did not logically understand what was going through in my visualization. I did not understand. I just rolled with it. And it's like my heart was being healed in the process. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all that you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognizing this power does not evoke feeling of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy and a lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. And in here, there was a little healing process. I'm going to share with you these 4 steps in this healing process. It says step 1 is to say you're sorry. So it doesn't mean, let me just read it. I'm sorry for the situation, right? I'm sorry. I feel so sorry for this. Let your heart be in compassion as you might feel the emotion that is evoked with what you're saying. Step 2, say, please forgive me. You can say this out loud or in your mind's eye. Ask for forgiveness. You don't need to think who you are asking it of. That sounded really slow. You don't need to think whom you're asking it of. Just say, please forgive me. As you speak these words, feel the remorse and connection with step 1. As you ask to be forgiven, those of you sensitive to energy may feel a sense of release or energy taking place. And that's what come up for me. And that's what I said. Just that lightness of just forgiveness for the situation. Step 3, say thank you. Again, it doesn't matter if you have a sense of whom or what you are thanking. Before you even say the words, you may already feel the gratitude that begins to pour through you. This will increase as you say the words. Step 4, say I love you. Again, this will evoke a response in the soul, this time an outpouring of love. You may feel this consciously, but even if you don't, just trust in what's happening. Just go with the process and say, I love you. Let yourself feel love as you say the words. Place your hands in prayer for a moment. You have completed your healing process. Those 4 simple lines is just saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Gives you both power in the situation, and it just helps you heal the situation. It helps you come back into your heart and soul about the situation. It helps you have more compassion, more love, more gratitude, and it helps you release the situation. So I hope that has helped. This is an amazing deck, this Earth Warrior Oracle deck. There's some really powerful cards in here. But I just want you to know that we all go through things like this. We all take on people's energies. We all care so much and give so much and love so much that we just want to save everybody around us and protect everybody around us. But sometimes the best thing that you can do is to protect you and to protect them by just releasing yourself from the situation a little bit and giving you both power in the situation and protecting your energy. It's such a powerful process, and I hope this has helped, and I hope this gives you a little bit of insight. And yeah, that's all I have to say today. Just wanted to get straight to the point, share what's going on, share from my experience, and hope that it helps you with something that you are going through. Have the most amazing day, angels. So much light and love to you. And it's time for you to get your power back and learn how to protect your energy, my friends. Mwah! Bye.